let you in deeper than I let anyone else before. Filling up with my broken pieces, took them all and made them yours. Didn't know what my heartbeat needed. Skipping out, no, I can't keep score. When I lose my breath, boy, you got me breathing. Oh, every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Oh, magic. No, I'm never letting go. Now that I have it with you. When you kiss me, it's like the stars fall out the sky onto my heart to cover up what I don't wanna show. I let you in deeper than I let anyone else before. Filling up with my broken pieces, took them all and made them yours. Didn't know what my heartbeat needed. Skipping out, no, I can't keep score. When I lose my breath, boy, you got me breathing. Oh, every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Oh, you take me higher, you take me higher, baby, you take me higher, you take me higher, baby, you take me higher, you take me higher, baby, you take me higher, yeah, you take me higher, baby.
Woo! Welcome to the first episode of Friday Night Vibe.
Guys,
Friday Night Guys. Gonna take me a while not to make that mistake again. But then again, this is a special. This is not a regular scheduled show.
pew, 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 pew.
But this is a special. Just the guys today. We get to yell, scream, cuss, fuss, all that good stuff. See how I make that rhyme? All that good stuff. Because I'm a poet and you didn't even know it.
You got real close to Jay-Z on that one, man.
Well, I felt it. I
know, man. On your way.
I felt it. I have this in the house. What's going on, my man?
Hey, ain't nothing, man. Doing good, feeling good. How about you, man? I took a nap today. So, yeah, I got off work at 2 and I slept till like 5:30.
Dog, I got off at 3. But still, got off at 3. Put this show together today. So, but in all seriousness, it really wasn't hard to put this show together. You know what we're going to get into. Backwards and forwards, up and down, lies, deceit, cowardness, the whole genre. So let's see who we got on out there before we get started. Susan, I like and appreciate men in general. Can I stay if I don't interrupt? Susan, not only can you stay, you can also interrupt. This is a show for everybody. We're just gonna come in here and just hopefully we don't lose our minds, but I can't make that promise. Hello, Tracy.
Hello.
It says hello. Susan said hello. Oh. Hey, Thea's first man in the chat. I see. Thank you for the heads up, Tracy. Totally forgot because it's been so long since Marlon told us about. Really? 7 days ago? No. 6 days ago? Whatever.
All I know is Marlon put together this show for us, and you see that he's in a nice remote location. He used up all the budget for him to be able to go with what looks like Maui. And I'm down here in the storm bunker just trying to hold it together for you guys, but we gonna make it.
Well, if there's anybody that I'd rather have holding the fort down, it would be you, my brother. So thank you.
It's
hey,
a nice
Marlon,
way of saying you left me behind, but it's okay.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Get the hell out of there. Hello, Anna.
Hey, Anna.
Hello, everybody. I'll be bouncing in an hour working with the caretaker. You take all the time that you need, Anna. Appreciate you coming in. A lot more quotes. So, without further ado, you know what it is. Let's get this party started.
And that breaking news, another mass shooting in the United States, this time at an elementary school in a small Texas town. 14 children are dead along with their teacher. Students seen running out of classrooms when the gunfire broke out. This school massacre happening in Uvalde, Texas. It's a small town of less than 20,000 people. It's about 80 miles west of San Antonio. Eyewitness News reporter Jory Rand is live in the newsroom with more on this breaking story. Jory.
Ellen, Colleen, this is another dark day for this nation. We are awaiting a press conference from authorities in Texas that could happen at any minute. But this happened in the small town of Uvalde, Texas. If you haven't heard that name before, it sadly will now be known the same way we now know the city Sandy Hook. An 18-year-old high school student from Uvalde entered Robb Elementary today with a handgun and possibly a rifle as well, and shot and killed those 14 students. This school was second to fourth graders, so we're talking 6 to 10-year-old kids. The gunman also shot and killed a teacher, and the governor of Texas reporting that 2 law enforcement officers were also shot, though they survived. The shooter also apparently shot and killed his grandmother before heading to the school and carrying out this rampage. The shooter himself was shot and killed. We are still awaiting word whether it was law enforcement that did it or whether the shooter killed himself, but we are told that members of Customs and Border Patrol's elite tactical unit happened to be in the area. They raced to the school and responded to help. One of those officers was one of the 2 officers to be shot. But again, 14 students dead as well as a teacher.
So I didn't want to play the whole video. That's just a little bit of background on what happened last week. And every freaking thing that we heard in that video, plus the part I didn't play, utterly and completely changed. I'm not even gonna say changed. That's a lie. The truth is slowly trickling in. That's a better way of saying it. So what we have here is an 18-year-old kid who turned that day.
Man.
18-year-old man who just turned 18. First thing he decided to do is go get him a gun, a rifle. 2. Second thing he's decided to do is go ahead and go shoot his grandma in the face. Surprisingly, she's still here. Still alive. Third thing he decided to do was to steal the was it a truck or a car? It looked like it was a truck. Stole the truck, wrecked the truck near, I guess, was either a grave site or a funeral home. 2 guys heard the wreck, runs to see what's happening. Hey, somebody hurt. What's going on? He jumps out, starts shooting at them. Didn't hit nobody, run in. Call 911. Can't remember the time frame of when the first police got to the funeral home. He goes in the side door, was confronted by a person, a safety officer.
Oh, we found out that person doesn't exist.
No. I want to tell the story the way they were BSing us for the longest time. Goes in, was confronted by a safety officer, and this is where I should have said something that don't sound right. Confronted by the safety officer, they exchanged fire, and that story just like poof. So I don't. Did he get hit? Did he get? No, he got. Anyway, barricaded himself in a classroom. Took out multiple kids, 2 teachers. Border Patrol came, shot him. That was the story. And this is why I always try to tell everybody, my fellow broadcasters and everybody else, to sit on a story first. Stop trying to be the first to report something. It's no problem reporting what you know, because they'll tell you what you want to know. But we found out there's some holes in the story. Like Thea said, he was confronted by a safety officer. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. There was gunfire exchange between him and the cops that were out there. Can't find where that's possible, considering that there is photographic evidence and video of parents standing at the gate. What has changed? Because none of them was shot. There's video evidence of those same cops holding the parents back, i.e., you have the gall, you have the boldness to hold unarmed parents back.
They're supposed to.
No, you were supposed to go get the shooter.
No, I agree, but I agree. I'd have fought you and every other officer on the scene.
Doing your job
as an officer, you're not supposed to let random people run up in the school with an active shooter. Come on.
As an officer, I need to go in there and get this lunatic out of there before he kill a bunch of kids. Which, by the way, is kind of funny considering that you actually did go into the school to get your kids.
Yeah, they went and got some of their own kids.
They got their kids. They were bold enough to do that.
But they decided the ones in the classroom were already dead. So let's just wait till he goes to sleep.
What's the rush?
Yeah. But I got a whole different angle. Well, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You always have a whole different angle. That's why I bring you on here. You would always have a whole different angle. We never agreed on absolutely nothing on this show. Nothing.
We agree all the time.
We don't agree on Jack.
See, I agree with you. You just refuse to agree
Journal of
with me.
Medicine and many other credible organizations, gunfire is the #1 cause of death among children under 18.
In America. Yeah.
Couldn't help but.
We got lead out the paint and started putting them in the bullets.
I got a video to show y'all at the end of the
Still got lead in the water in Flint, Michigan, but it's another thing. They're supposed to be working on that.
Oh, they're still working on that? Oh, I forgot because we had to move on to the other tragedies. Let's go ahead and get to the first lie.
And tonight there are serious questions about how long it took for law enforcement to respond and take out the gunman in the Uvalde elementary school massacre. During a press conference today, DPS officials said the suspect was not confronted by a school resource officer as previously thought, before he entered an unlocked door.
And it appears he was barricaded inside that classroom where he killed 19 children and 2 teachers for about an hour before he was finally shot and killed. It is shocking and upsetting news for families of the victims and the community as they struggle to cope with the immense loss of so many young lives and the 2 teachers who tried to protect them.
Again tonight, we have team coverage in Uvalde. Adam Bennett sat down with the father of one of those young victims. But first, Xavier Walton with a closer look at the timeline of how it all happened. Xavier.
Len, Mia, you mentioned it just a second ago. It took approximately 60 minutes for a tactical team to get in place before entering into Robb Elementary School. Sadly, by then, it was too late.
That's fear mounting with frustration as families were trying to rush into Robb Elementary School. Authorities say at 11:40 Tuesday, the gunman entered through the unlocked back door. 4 minutes later, Uvalde police and Uvalde ISD officers make entry. They're met with gunfire, take cover, and call for backup.
We need equipment. We need specialty equipment. We need body armor. We need precision riflemen.
According to DPS, with the gunman barricaded inside, it took approximately 1 hour for a tactical team to arrive.
We need a sniper. We need a helicopter.
Hey, can you bring in Rambo and who's the guy Chuck Norris played? Bring him too.
We need a bazooka. Can we get a tank? You're in Texas. Don't act like y'all don't have tanks.
Yeah. Hey, where's SEAL team? Bring the SEAL team. We need the SEAL team.
You know the one that got a Sama?
Yeah, bring that guy. Oh, he's dead? Okay. Bring his cousin. We'll take his cousin. Can we have his cousin? Yo, for real. I mean, I'm sorry. You know far more about the minutia of this situation than I do, because I view this as being like trauma porn. So I purposely haven't tuned into much of it. But I mean, come on now. They literally have trained for active shooter drills in this specific school. This school, not a school like it, right? And I don't know. Now this is the cynical side of me, and forgive me, folks, but I couldn't help but my heart couldn't help but drop when I read some of the names on the crosses in front of that school. And this was a Latino shooter who went in and murdered Latino children, because apparently this community is roughly 90% Latino. So for all the outrage and shock and awe, my view of America is very clear. They didn't react when white babies were murdered. They're not going to react now that non-white babies are murdered. They didn't react when black elders were murdered in the church. They didn't really react when black elders were murdered in the supermarket. It's happening too quickly. So it's just going to be more of the same. And next week we'll have a new one. Yeah. Hopefully it won't be the babies next time. But the people who claim to be all about the babies.
No, we have to do it in sections. So the last one was an older group. This one is the younger group. So the third one is going to be down the middle. It'll be young adults and everything else. And it sounds cynical. But at the same time, if for anybody that sit there going, oh, woe is me, look at the fucking history. And call me a liar. Look at the fucking history of it. And try to admit that I'm trying to make this as worse than I'm making this worse.
Yeah, talking about it somehow makes it worse. No, what makes it worse is, this infatuation with these weapons and the ease at which it is to get them. This person allegedly was able to get this crap on credit. So you're 18. Where the hell did you get the credit card from? I guess when you're about to go kill people, you don't care about the interest rate. So you probably got a really bad credit card, but it was enough to get you $2,000 to go buy 2 guns.
Oh, that dude knew he wasn't coming out alive.
Or even if he came out alive, he wasn't going to pay the bill. So sorry, dark humor. But we're just in that situation, man. And now we're having the whole kid myself. The discussion, the circle jerk motions that they go through of we need more gun reform, or no, we need more armed protection. We need to secure the schools. No, we need to arm the teachers. And I'm like, wait a minute now. First of all, you can talk gun reform all you want to. We got more guns than we got people. And the vast majority of those guns are held by a certain demographic, but nobody wants to talk about them because that's the demographic that has the most power. And they're the ones who are the most afraid. And they're the ones who are most willing to use violence to accomplish their goals. So where are we at?
We're in the same place that we was the last time this happened.
We absolutely
think about it, folks. Think about it. I want y'all to think really hard on this. Think about it. What did we do when they shot up the grocery store?
Talked about it for 2 days, and then this happened.
And we're talking about this for about a week or two, and then we'll go on to the next tragedy. Tragedy overrates tragedy.
Or the gas prices might go up.
No, that's the gaslighting thing. That's why we don't politicize everything. Politicizing is their way of saying, please do not tell us the laws that we put together is the reason why these situations are occurring.
No, absolutely.
Because you want to make it seem like their thought and process is, oh, please do not sit there and try to put the spotlight on yourself by trying to help out your party by politicizing. No, what it's really saying is, oh, please do not bring up the policies that we put in place that cause this. And best believe when you have an individual that flat out told you, A, you don't need a permit to get a gun. B, you could turn 18 to go get a gun.
And you know what? In Texas, you could technically be, if I remember this correctly, you can be as young as 13 or 16 and you can get a rifle. Well, guess what? AR rifles are just considered rifles because they're not fully automatic. They're semi-automatic. So for those of you who don't know guns, semi-automatic means you have to pull the trigger each time. So at age 16, technically he could have got these same guns.
Netta, who's on Don't Be Scared, Let's Talk About It. Y'all need to watch that show. She lives in Texas. Two things that she said on the show last night that was heartbreaking. One, she said that she went in, and it may have been hyperbole, but it couldn't have been that far off. She got a gun in under 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Two.
That's about how long it took to get mine. It might not even take that long.
Two.
And I'm in Georgia.
Her kids ain't going to school. And they're nowhere near that area. And her kids are afraid to go to school. You know how heartbreaking it is? Because you sit there as a parent all the time and go get your butt up and go to school. I know you don't want to go to school. Get your butt up and go to school. Oh, I'm sleepy. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, I didn't do my homework. Oh, the teacher don't like me. Oh, the kids don't like me and everything. You've heard those excuses hundreds of times. You can't say jack squat about this. Because deep down, you're scared. You're afraid that those kids that you kissed on the way out the door, 50-50 chance they're coming back. And ain't nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Here I go. So for years now, myself specifically, but many people far beyond myself, have been begging parents to go to school, be involved, check in, do something, show up occasionally. You don't have to harass your child. You can go volunteer in the library if that's what you want to do. You can volunteer in the cafeteria. They'd love to have you. I promise you. But you're too busy. Gotta go work. Or when you don't have to go to work, just don't feel like it. So We have to do better. And hate to tell y'all this, these kids are about to come back home. They are about to come back home. Because if you're paying attention to what is happening on a larger systematic process here, they have discredited public schools. They are making it so teachers are considered the bad guys. They're making it so information is considered scary. They're trying to make it so that you can bring your tax money away from the public school and move it to the private schools. They are consolidating classrooms because the teachers are not protected because you don't come to the school and you don't raise your children. So they're sitting here trying to take care of 20, 30 kids that have no behavior controls, that are hitting teachers, biting teachers, threatening teachers, all of these things. The schools aren't protecting the teachers. You're not protecting the teachers. Your kids are bad. And all this is happening. So teachers are quitting. So the classrooms are getting bigger and bigger. Now, on top of that, they're about to turn these schools into fortresses. They couldn't find money to upgrade the school library, but I bet they find money to put in some metal detectors and some more police. The last thing our children need in the school are police. It's the last thing they need. The police didn't help them here. The police were sitting outside. They got body armor and rifles, and they're scared to go inside and do their job. But they're going to be real tough when they're the only one sitting there with a 14-year-old, 15-year-old kid who's in the middle of an emotional crisis because they're immature, but that cop is sitting there. So I'm like, man, look, be ready. Kids are coming home. And I hope you have an idea of how you're going to homeschool them. Because it ain't going to be up to you.
Then what did I tell you?
Sorry, I got upset.
I understood what you were saying. I understood what you were saying when you were saying, yeah, they should have stopped the parents from going in. I got that. But I just can't fathom the fact that your little scared ass couldn't go in there and stop that killer, although you was able to go in there, you was bold enough to go get your own damn kids. But what did you do? You wind up turning to the unarmed parents. And you were bold as hell then, wasn't you?
Yeah, you were real strong with them.
Dude head down on the damn ground. You were real strong with them. Hell then, wasn't you?
Yeah, because you got a threat.
So what this is saying is you gonna put them same people in the classroom, in the schools with your children, and amazingly find out how many bad kids there is. They're already bad, but they talk bad. Now, amazing how we already got stories of all them slamming little girls on the damn ground.
They're going to lock up every little minority, black boy, brown, any minority, non-white child is going straight to juvie. Okay? And I know people look at me and they're like, Theus, you always on this race thing. You're always on this color thing. Look at the damn numbers. Okay?
That's what
look at the damn numbers.
That's what kills me so much is look at the damn history. Stop this bullshit about you always bring it up. Look at the damn history. There's nothing on this show that we're making up.
I'd be happy to not have to talk about race. Real talk. I'd be so happy. I would love to be able to do the colorblind America thing and just talk about class issues because I have a lot of concerns and plans and things like that do boil down to class. But so long as there's a clear distinction in how people of color or people who are not white are treated in this country, I got to talk about that too. And I saw, I think it was a thing that, who shared that? Did you share it, Marlon? No, my uncle. My uncle shared a video with me. And there's this school where they have like state-of-the-art security systems in the school. Like they have drills for the students. And there's a red line painted in all the classrooms that denotes where the line of sight is from the door. So all the students can get behind that door. They have their barricading drills. They have smoke bombs that deploy from the ceiling that is monitored by the school as well as the police department live at all times. They have reinforced doors, bulletproof doors on all of the doors. They can remotely lock the door like a control center in a prison. But what I noticed, one, that system costs almost $500,000. Two, that ain't gonna be in our neighborhoods. They're not gonna do it.
We have to do,
not.
we have to do hood protection.
But these mass shootings, now this is not to absolve anyone because we have a problem with gun death. Okay, mass murders, or whatever the FBI decides to term them, more than 4 people were shot or something like that. That's just their bucket because we got it so often they gotta put a label on something. But the number one gun death is self-harm. Okay. And then behind that, I want to say it's like domestic abuse situations.
Domestic abuse.
Then you have anyway, the mass shootings is not top 3. It's just the one that catches our attention the most. We got to do something about handguns too. But we're not going to do it.
No.
I can somehow find a way. I haven't figured it out yet. I can somehow find a way to make you all hate machine guns. When black kids were running the streets in the Bloods and the Crips days of the 90s, and they all had Uzis and Mac 10s, they sure enough got them things up off the street. So they can do it. They can make AR-15 style weapons the boogeyman, and they can do whatever they do. They're not going to touch a long rifle, and they're not going to touch a handgun.
Ted Cruz want to make sure the kids are safely locked in school. Ted Cruz is the same moron sitting there talking about one entry schools, one door.
Like they just built multiple doors on accident. That somebody decided, no, we should only have one door.
No, my question
so everybody can die.
So when we have a fire in that school, this is going to work out real great.
Yeah, because we're going to put bars on the windows or make them bullet resistant, right? And then we're going to make the doors self-locking, and then we're going to have only one door in and out. So if there's a fire, oops.
We all know how to ban these guns. Just start a campaign to arm BLM. It works when the Black Panthers are. Yeah. Oh, trust me.
They got a new remedy for that. Because I want you to keep in mind when the Black Panther Party was coming up, that was when Reagan and his cronies decided to go through they changed the gun laws, right? After the Black Panther Party went into the government building armed. Didn't threaten anybody, followed the laws, but that was enough to scare white America. And they were like, oh, okay, we're going to fix that. But what followed? What followed was a systematic murder and putting Black Panther Party members in political prison, many of which are still in political prison to this day. So I actually advocate all people, black, white, brown, I think everybody should be armed at home. At home. Okay. You don't need it when you go outside. I'm just saying. But that's just my take. But you go ahead and start arming Black Lives Matter. They will have a wholesale slaughter within 24 hours. The idea of us fighting back, not us fighting back, the idea of us fighting back is met with maximum force.
And I told a colleague of mine, so I say it on here too. When that gentleman was knocked down by the cops,
the older man,
the older gentleman, bleeding out of the side of his head, and I warned you, and I'm again history. I said, do you know how much they hate Black people when they're willing to hurt you because you supporting us?
They've been doing it since the beginning.
Do you know how much hatred that has to take?
No,
they're willing to hurt you simply because you support us.
Willing to kill you. Willing to kill you. Look at the bus rides. Look at what's the term? Abolitionist movement. They're murking white folks left and right for lining up, not for black folk, for lining up for decency. Because it's very much you're a traitor. They don't care. You didn't toe the line.
Yeah, it is amazing how you supports a minority is a traitor.
You're a traitor to the social
Confederate
dynamic.
Not the Confederate flag. Not the insurrection. Support for minorities is seen as being a traitor.
Well, also the big thing is we call it insurrection. They don't. See, if you view the established order as illegitimate or what is the words they like to use, but some negative term that they love to use, some hyperbolic term, then it's not an insurrection. It's actually protecting and standing up for what you believe to be right.
It was a peaceful protest. It was
no, not that. No, I'm literally saying they're saying they're right. Period. They're going to package it with new words, but it's kind of like it's like me on the opposite end. Because, for example, remember with me, I don't view reacting to violence as being violent. Right? So that's my personal stance. They're saying the same thing, but from their side. They're saying that I will commit violence because I am pushing back against violence. It doesn't have to be real or any of that stuff. It just has to be, I want, you won't give, I will take.
What's that old saying? It ain't got to be true. You just have to say it.
It's got to be said.
Let's go on to these bunch of lies that these people talking about.
Abu Ghazal Cat.
Oh, sorry. So, what are the alternatives? How can we fix this? What can we do to change this?
I have ideas, but we'll wait.
Oh, no. Because I guarantee you, I've known you less than 2 years, and I guarantee you, none of your ideas is coming up on this next video. None of them is coming up. I promise you.
They might. John Ottarola has a really good, he's really smart.
Thank you for the damage report, John Ottarola. I tried to find a video myself, but I just got it off of him. So I'm giving all credit to John Ottarola on the damage report pre-show.
Abu Ghazal Cat put together this awesome mashup of everything Fox is trying to push to get you to not realize the indisputable solution to the problem with school shootings is not making it possible for these people to have these guns. Here are the different things that they have suggested.
I advocate always for an armed security guard,
armed school safety officer,
armed deputy, arming teachers.
They had those things, by the way.
And prepare and train teachers and other administrators.
Armed school
like the
staffers.
principal?
Bring in policemen.
Training the students themselves.
Retired
They're already
military,
trained.
Retired law enforcement. We can offer them tax breaks.
If you give law enforcement the opportunity to impose martial law, we can guarantee safety and security.
Securing that perimeter.
Martial law?
Provided kind of a ring of steel.
You have the fences, you have the main administration building, and then you have wide gaps on either side. The fencing's not very high.
Where the doors locked, bulletproof glass.
Why would a higher fence matter?
At the same time that we see religion and Christian values and Judeo-Christian values declining.
Anybody who decides that they want to do something like this should immediately know that attacking a school is a death sentence for them.
They all know they're gonna die. They know that. They always die.
Letting these schools be gun-free zones.
People need to put their phones down and get to know the person next to them.
We have spent billions of dollars on COVID-related measures for our schools. Let's take some of that money and divert it over to hardening these soft targets.
A lot of these private schools, they take security
way more serious.
Parents, take your children to church.
This anti-police narrative is forcing people not to call police.
A series of interlocking doors at the school entrance.
Interlocking doors.
Triggered by a tripwire, and it traps the shooter like a rat.
God is the answer to that.
There's a moral rot going on that we all need to dig in and try to address.
I vote for decreasing social media exposure.
We need to start focusing on mental health.
Tell us why you think it's important to pray in a moment like this.
It
Dear God.
calls for faith and prayer.
Why is it that schools aren't protected in the same way that airports?
There are some people who
It's
don't
true.
want
No one had
police
prayed before.
officers in schools with
No one had
guns
prayed to stop
because
this.
other people are triggered.
Assault rifle and enhanced body armor.
A notification system to let everybody in the school know what's happening.
I think the gunfire does that.
Talking about this stuff as it happens because I don't think it contributes anything positive.
Don't talk about it after.
Accountable for raising their children properly.
Ballistic blankets.
We just don't have the resources to get law enforcement there quickly.
How about
Oh
an
my God.
executive order for these mental health facilities?
We have to start rebuilding this country and returning to God.
I arm myself everywhere I legally can. It's up to you to protect yourself.
Jesus.
Throw the damn towel. Throw the damn towel. Rocky, get out of there. Get out of there. If I hear one more, and I'm sorry to all my baptized believers, if I hear one more idiot talk about this, pray this shit away, y'all making me mad. Y'all making it real hard for me to stand up for you. See, I know y'all think I'm real critical, and I am. I'm very critical. But I stand up for you guys a lot. Every time you say some dumb shit like just pray on it. Look, God sent you. You're here now. Mankind is doing shit. God sent other mankind peoples do shit. Stop having the rifles and this addiction with killing people. Stop imagining that, oh, if the person comes in, I'm going to pray and magically they're going to evaporate. When you seen that happen? When? You think your faith is better than the faith of the people that are dead right now? You think they didn't pray? You think they didn't believe? I'd be willing to bet one of the major things you heard each time these people were being murdered was, "Dear God, help me." But you say pray. Kiss my ass. Then the other thing. All right. Is it just me? Was 1 through like 18 basically saying we need some more guns? Like that was like different ways to say get me some guns.
No, these idiots, and I'm gonna call you idiots because y'all look like half of y'all didn't even see what happened. Y'all read what happened. We need more armed security. Fuck if there was armed security outside the damn gate.
They had body armor, which was on your list. They had rifles, which was on your list. They had fencing, that was on your list. They had
and what food? That fence wasn't really high. What the fuck is he talking about?
That'll stop him. He used the door. He walked through the door. Oh my.
I don't even know what the black dude was talking about. I'm sorry. I have absolutely no idea what the hell he was talking about.
That's
they
that guy from the
NRA.
NRA.
They're gonna die. No shit. I'm pretty sure they know that.
I think that was Colin Noir. But it's just they had to come on. Well, you need to raise your children better. No shit. You know what helped people raise their children better? Less poverty. You know what would help people raise their children better? The ability to get them help when you begin to see that your child is not adjusting in adolescence as well as you would like, and having the resources to get them there. See, if you made people less poor, they would be less uncertain. Less uncertain, less despondent. Less despondent, less depressed, less willing to do these random acts of violence. It doesn't solve it all, but that's why it's a multiple what do you call it? Multifaceted approach. People are hurting. People are scared. And if you keep people in those two positions for too long, people break. And now we're seeing babies. I mean, these are children. I heard it said so well earlier today. These are children who will never go on their first date. These are children who will never have their first love. These are children who will never get to go to middle school, go to high school, or join the band, or play on a football team. It's just...
It's totally amazing to me. And I'm going to see if I can find it on my Facebook. I put it on my page, on my Facebook page. It sort of struck you. Yeah, here you go. Let's take a moment to honor the sacrifice of our brave school children who laid down their lives to protect your rights to bear arms.
You know, if they could say it without it being really like they need another week or two before they try to say that. You know, but you've already heard versions of it. The price for freedom. The cost of an open society. You can't tell me that, man. Look, out of all these countries that they measured, America has like 288, as we classify them, mass shootings a year. That's like almost one a day. Okay? They're like taking holidays off. That's pretty much what they're doing. They're taking a holiday weekend off. Other countries, closest one was like 8.
Who was that?
8.
You and I'm gonna hold this to the end before we go to break. But I've been talking to Theas, I've been talking to Tracy, I've been talking to Anna, and all I'm gonna say is you got 24 hours. That's all I'm gonna say.
Man,
I'm gonna tell you what that means. I'm gonna tell you what that means before we go into the second hour. I'm gonna tell you what that means. Y'all got 24 hours. Okay? Okay. Let's go into these damn badass excuses.
One thing that, of course, the American people need to understand is that officers are making entry into this building. They do not know where the gunman is. They are hearing gunshots. They are receiving gunshots. At that point, if they proceeded any further, not knowing where this suspect was at, they could have been shot. They could have been killed. And at that point, that gunman would have the opportunity to kill other people inside that school. So they were able to contain that gunman inside that classroom so that he was not able to go to any other portions of the school to commit any other killings.
You knew where the gunman was because you was in the school getting your chaps out.
Man,
so you knew where the gunman was. You knew where he was.
Nah.
You
they
knew
don't know
where
he's
he
at.
was.
He might have went to the bathroom. He could have been down the hall. So
no. When you went and got your kids, where was the gunman at? My question. When you went in there to get your children out of that school, where was the gunman located?
He was busy trying to figure. I don't know. I don't have nothing for you, bro. Look, the thing about it here, these police officers like to walk around like Billy Badasses, and they always want to cry, bitch, and moan about not being respected enough and how dangerous their job is. Your job isn't even top 10 dangerous jobs in America, but that's another thing. But I will give you that it's a dangerous job because associates of mine who have been or are in law enforcement have shared with me, you're basically dealing with people in the worst 5 minutes of their life. So you don't know what a person's prone to do. But here's the thing. You're a cop. You are the most qualified person to engage a violent suspect. You've been trained. Whether it was good or not, I don't know. But it's good enough for you to come harass me. So you've been trained. You got rifles. You got shotguns. You got firearms. You got body armor. You have people who will go with you. So I don't buy the we don't know where he was at. You know what? You guys like to play soldier. You put on the outfit, you put on the costume so that you look like our men and women who actually go to war. Right? So you put this look together, but then you don't want to go to war. Do you think every soldier who goes out there on the field knows exactly where their enemy is?
No, that's not true. That's not true, Theo. That's not true. They have no problem going to war. They just need to make sure that you're not armed.
Well, yeah.
When you're not armed, I keep bringing this up. I'm sorry. You was Billy Badass with the unarmed parents. You tackling people, putting them on the damn ground. You had your hand on your gun and your tasers. You was ready to go to war with the parents who trying to save their kids. I'm not taking away from the fact that, yeah, it would not have been a good idea to let parents run in there to save their kids. I get that. But you were bold as fuck when it was the unarmed parents, though. But when it came with the guy with the gun, I don't know where he was at. I don't know what he was shooting. I don't know what he was doing. Somebody go in there and get Susie. She say, I don't know what could have possibly happened. He could have shot back.
But here's what I need people. Hopefully you can pick up on this little theme here. Just look at who the police are so brazenly aggressive with. It is almost always the people who present no real threat. It's women. It's unarmed men. It's always a situation, almost always a situation where they have the clear advantage of force.
Yeah.
So if you want to be safe in America, well, safer, boy, this is going to be like the counter argument to what a lot of people on the left are saying, but you need to arm yourself because the police actually take a second heartbeat when they think they might get hurt too. When those guys, I can't remember the name. I want to say Bundy's, but they were sitting there holding the bridge and threatening police officers and all of that. The police were real patient with them. This is only maybe a decade or so ago. Real patient with them because they had guns. When the Unite the Right thing was happening and they were marching all through the street and doing crazy stuff, police didn't come through with tanks and tear gas because they had guns. I am not saying that you need to fight the police. Hear me very clearly. You need to avoid all conflict at all possibilities because it's just not worth it. The street is never the place that you're actually going to get something done. But I am saying you have a better chance of being able to state your case when the person, I'll put it another way, a person who's willing to take your life is not always willing to give their own. And we just watched that with these officers in Texas. They're tough with the parents. They're scared to go in the building to protect children who have zero protection. I already don't have a high estimation of police. I ain't got none of them now. None. You don't stop crime anyway.
Well, I don't beat you by a year.
You respond to crime. You don't stop crime. You respond to it.
I don't beat you by a whole year.
Yeah, but
I'm sorry.
I try to have this little piece of me that says, don't say all, because people get in the comment section on Facebook or wherever. Don't say all. You know what? Fuck it. All.
No, I don't put them in all. I don't.
I'm saying all.
I don't put them in all.
Prove yourself different.
I have put
Prove
cops
it different.
in 2 categories. I have always put, since the protest, since George Floyd, I have put cops in 2 categories. Either you're the ones that are committing the crime, or you the ones that know who the ones that are committing the crime and you ain't saying nothing.
Makes you want all to be. But I'm being, what is it? Oh, whatever. Because I'm saying all because we all know there are exceptions. We all know that there are individuals who are trying to literally make change, who are really the ones who are patrolling the streets, and they really get to know the people in the community and they're very heartfelt connections. We know those people exist, but you know what? The bad people are hiding behind those people. So I'm done letting the bad people hide behind the exceptions. No, the exceptions are getting rolled up with everybody else, and you just continue on being exceptional, buddy. Okay. Well, all y'all a problem.
Well, here's a video. It'll probably be taken down later on tonight.
Got my heart. We're still all palpitating.
All right. Like my wife said, yeah, all right. Here's them finally admitting that they did something wrong. 19 kids dead late, but
and 2 adults.
And 2 adults. But here's them admitting something wrong.
Some are now asking what happened in the time it took to stop the gunman who terrorized Robb Elementary School.
Disturbing questions surfacing about law enforcement's response to Tuesday's deadly school shooting, including why it took so long for police to confront the gunman and why the door he used to get into the school was unlocked. In a situation where every second counts, heartbroken relatives are demanding answers.
Where I'm sitting now, of course it was not the right decision. It was the wrong decision, period.
Conflicting details and shifting timelines provided by authorities in the days since the massacre, only adding to the uncertainty. And now officials are trying to clear up the confusion, giving a minute-by-minute description of events.
At 11:33 is when the suspect entered the school at the door. At 11:35, 3 police officers entered the same door as the suspect entered.
At the center of the scrutiny, the time lapse between when the gunman crashed his truck outside the school and when tactical teams engaged and killed him. In that time, 19 kids and 2 teachers lost their lives.
Thank you for admitting that you're wrong. Don't mean shit now. Don't mean a damn thing now.
They just getting ready for the lawsuit now.
Oh yeah.
And old punk ass Abbott. They lied to me. Did they? Did they, Abbott? Did they? Oh, and I'm sorry. On a lighter note, those dumbass hats that they wear in Texas, man. What is that? Stop it.
Okay, let's make something perfectly
The hat's stupid.
Okay. That's petty as hell, but okay.
Them hats are stupid.
Let's make one thing perfectly clear.
Your horse is laughing at you.
My God.
I'm sorry. Make it clear, brother. Make it clear.
I'm going to make this perfectly clear so nobody will have any confusion on how I fit with Greg Abbott. So nobody will be confused. Nobody can take this out of content or anything like that. Greg Abbott, you bitch ass idiot. You're the reason how this was able to happen. I will repeat myself so everybody can be totally clear on what I'm saying. Greg Abbott, you bitch ass idiot. You are the reason this was able to happen.
I disagree with you.
I didn't say he did it.
I'm not saying it. I'm saying.
Okay, what? The bitch ass part of what?
No, he definitely a bitch ass motherfucker.
Okay.
No, I'm saying no. Sit out. This guy. This guy right here. See, this motherfucker. Yeah. See, the thing about it. Had he not
just go a few seconds ago, what the hell was that?
I was channeling all my drunk uncles
Oh, okay.
Real or imagined. All right, so
fucking stroke. What the hell is going on?
I was, whatever, man. So it's like this. For those who don't know, Gregory Abate decided it would be a great idea to cater, or whatever the right word is, to the scared white population of Texas who love their guns because they cling to their Bibles and their guns. One of the few things Obama said that actually was true.
I knew there was a part of me that wanted to throw up. I didn't know what part it was, but now.
But even if he hadn't passed that particular law thing, this still would have happened, because this law precedes that dumbass law. This law goes back to how they treat rifles. What he did is, in my view, every woman, every child, and I know it can happen to some men, so I'm sure it's out there as well too. But by the numbers, it's going to be women and children who suffer this, that die or are raped or assaulted in some way by someone with a handgun that should not have had one. That's on him. That's on him. But this one, Texas said, if you want a rifle, you get a rifle. And America, the Supreme Court and all them jokers, said AR-15 is just a rifle. And now I learned something, because, I've been doing my research on the next firearm that I'm going to obtain. So I learned something where they have, like, we heard of the bump stock. Remember when the guy murdered all those people in Las Vegas?
Mm-hmm.
And for those who don't know, it kind of assists when you're pulling on the trigger mechanism, that it's bouncing, so you're able to shoot so quickly. It's almost like it's an automatic. They have another thing. It's a trigger that you can purchase that fires in both directions. So when you pull it, it fires. When you release it, fires. When you pull it, it fires and releases. You're able to fire twice as fast as you can pull the trigger. That's darn near automatic. But it's not automatic, so still a rifle.
Y'all will come up with more rules and regulations to keep your handguns and to protect your children. I'm coming to 2 more videos. I just want to keep it perfectly clear. You got 24 hours. And then I'm going to go on my little spew. And I know Theus is sick of me. I know. I get it. I'm sick of saying it. You got 24 hours, though. So I'm going to say so. So my point is, but these last 2 videos. Democrats, y'all ain't saying shit. Not surprised.
They think
not
it's a
all.
political
Not
opportunity.
even closely surprised about you not doing a damn thing. So what can be done? What can be said? In other words, me and Thea's been saying, when people come to, well, what could they do? What can they do? I'm going to show you 2 occasions of what can be done.
Exchange that we saw unfold just a short while ago.
Excuse me. Sit down. You're out of line and an embarrassment. Sit down and don't play this.
Next shooting is right now, and you are doing nothing.
No, you need to get out of here. This isn't the place to talk this over.
This is totally predictable when you.
Sir, you're out of line. Sir, you are out of line. Sir, you are out of line. Please leave this auditorium. I can't believe you're a sick son of a come to a deal like this to make a political issue.
And that person you saw there behind the governor and the lieutenant governor yelling, you're out of line, is the mayor of Uvalde. And as he was being escorted out, Beto O'Rourke started telling the governor, turned around once again and said, this is on you. As long as gun laws in this state are not changed, then there will continue to be more children killed like here in Uvalde. Beto O'Rourke was escorted out of the press conference in the press briefing area, and he spoke with reporters afterwards.
This 18-year-old who just turned 18 bought an AR-15 and took it into an elementary school and shot kids in the face and killed them. Why are we letting this happen in this country? Why is this happening in this state? Year after year, city after city. This is on all of us if we do not do something, and I am going to do something, and I'm not alone. The people of Texas are with us. The majority of the people of Texas are with us.
That dude went into the damn lion's den because that wasn't his fan base at all.
Yeah, nothing was gonna happen to him though. I'm just glad he said what he said. Nothing was gonna happen to him, but I'm glad he said what he said.
The dude that was sitting there, you're out of line. You're out of line.
The mayor.
That's the mayor
on a walking stick. How scared are? Ain't nobody scared of you, dude. But you do sound like every villain in like those relic, like Jim Crow movies. You sound just like him.
And I apologize, and I apologize in advance for what I feel to say, but I couldn't help it when I saw the video. You're out of line. You need to leave this auditorium. Make me. Bring your little Humpty Dumpty ass down here and make me leave. No?
Yeah. Beto don't want that. Beto don't want that smoke. You don't want that smoke.
No. Okay.
But that would have been dope. That would have been so dope. Like, because Beto already, he about that work. I'll give him that, but he don't want that smoke. But that would have been cool. Beto, you guys, this is on you because I am the more pale yet physically appealing version of Barack Obama that you like so much. And I just want to tell you, this is on you. You have failed these people. Sir, you're out of line. You're out of line. You get up out of here, play. You're out of line. Come on down here, man. I'll whoop your behind right here in front of everybody. I'll beat you with your wife's purse. Abbott, you stupid. That would have been great.
I kind of would have wished that like that though too. I wish so. I want him to eat though. He's getting a little thin there.
Who, Beto?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got that swimmer's body. He's got that who's that president who got murdered? Kennedy. He's got that kind of Kennedy kind of thing going, He's a rich kid. He takes good care of himself. He probably doesn't eat anything that had a face. And he's good. I agree, Susan. Beto did good that day. Good old Beto. But old chunky butt Ted Cruz was sitting right there in the middle looking like some kind of Halloween creature.
And you notice he ain't say shit.
He ain't say a damn thing.
Ted, you talk a lot. you talk a lot of shit. Till somebody walk up on your ass and then you like, I'm gonna go ahead and stand behind
Ted,
the governor.
Ted did that Homer Simpson gift that we see, where he just slide into the bushes.
You little wimp. Oh my God!
They're raising their voices.
You know how he saw something out of the corner of his eye. Because I know he was probably leaning in. Yeah, you tell him, Albert. Yeah, somebody walking up. Oh shit, that's Beta's.
Yeah. As soon as the mayor got up and started yelling and cursing, I bet inside of his brain was like, I wonder what Cancun is like right about now. Because that dude was like, I don't want no parts of this. But then he gets back, and then he got, I don't know if you got the video for it, but when he got caught by the reporter.
I wanted so bad to put that up. I really did. When you try to
the reporter had him, man. Y'all seen
y'all
it?
got y'all bought some wimpy ass damn people into y'all for y'all state.
But that reporter, man, I was watching it, man, because he's from overseas. He had that real cool English accent going. And he was like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, Cruz, this doesn't make sense. Pow! And Cruz is like, hi, I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, nah, Cruz, still don't make sense. Pow! Pow! Cruz like, ooh, that would hit me. But I'm all right. I'm still in the fight. The reporter's like, but it only happens in America. What's going on? Pow! He was like, ooh, that would hurt. And he said something else. And that was when Cruz got he got the glow. He says, you know what? America's the best darn place in the world where everybody wants to come and die equally. Well, he didn't say that last part, but that was good.
Oh no, he ran off with the just stop doing propaganda. Just stop
the liberal
propaganda.
The liberal media.
Just stop selling propaganda.
He needed Marjorie Taylor Greene. She would have helped him out.
I need y'all to come up with better words. Y'all boring me now.
But it works.
Yeah, it still works. All right, the next one. The next thing that we could do. That was a politician. I'll give you that. Politician. There's agenda to it. What about sports?
Since we left shoot around, 14 children were killed 400 miles from here, and a teacher. And in the last 10 days, we've had elderly black people killed in a supermarket in Buffalo. We've had Asian churchgoers killed in Southern California, and now we have children murdered at school. When are we going to do something? I'm tired. I'm so tired of getting up here and offering condolences to the devastated families that are out there. I'm so tired of I'm tired of the moments of silence. Enough. There's 50 senators right now who refuse to vote on H.R. 8, which is a background check rule that the House passed a couple of years ago. It's been sitting there for 2 years. And there's a reason they won't vote on it, to hold on to power. So I ask you, Mitch McConnell, I ask all of you senators who refuse to do anything about the violence and school shootings and supermarket shootings, I ask you, are you going to put your own desire for power ahead of the lives of our children and our elderly and our churchgoers? Because that's what it looks like. It's what we do every week. So I'm fed up. I've had enough. We're going to play the game tonight, but I want every person here, every person listening to this to think about your own child or grandchild or mother or father or sister, brother. How would you feel if this happened to you today? We can't get numb to this. We can't sit here and just read about it and go, well, let's have a moment of silence. Yeah, go Dubs, Come on, Mavs, let's go. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go play a basketball game. And 50 senators in Washington are going to hold us hostage. Do you realize that 90% of Americans, regardless of political party, want background check, universal background check? 90% of us, we are being held hostage by 50 senators in Washington who refuse to even put it to a vote, despite what we, the American people, want. They won't vote on it because they want to hold on to their own power. It's pathetic. I've had enough.
And you know what's amazing? First of all, he's a decent dude, and I applaud everything he just said with the passion, the control.
That was Steve Kerr of the Golden State Warriors. That's a championship winning coach. And I'm gonna let you finish, dude. I just want to put it out there that this dude ain't trying to prop himself up from doing that dude is already accomplished.
But he's known for being a decent person, all the way back to the Bulls. Okay, but he's a decent dude. He's a decent dude, and everything he said, it's just freaking pathetic that you don't hear it that raw, that real from the people who are supposed to represent us. You get it from people like me and Marlon and those of you who are watching, and Steve Kerr and some corporate people and some athletes and some entertainers. You get it from them. We got no dang on power. Why is it we don't hear this? Like we hear old mealy mouth Chuck Schumer saying who knows what, right?
What the hell are you talking about?
We're gonna put this to
it honestly really don't matter what the hell he say, because the same shit that he said Tuesday will be changed by Wednesday. So
well, My problem, he doesn't really change his position. He's just ineffective. And then you got Nancy Pelosi and her old lazy ass. And then you got, all of the Republicans. And then you got good old Joe Manchin. It's why the establishment media annoys me so much, because when it was talking about our voting rights, when it was talking about the infrastructure bill, they had no problem putting Manchin on Front Street. But with this, he's doing the exact same thing. So
and I'll even go back. Have anybody heard shit from the progressive, the squad?
I would say you did. I think we did after Buffalo, because Maxine almost always shows up after those types of things. And I know old Clyburn said something after Buffalo, but that's the other problem. Okay, first, I'm gonna speak out of both sides of my mouth here. Congressional Black Caucus, y'all pathetic, because you don't stand up for Black issues and you don't make noise. You're just too damn old and you need to get the hell out. That's just what you need to do. I'm sick of you. I do understand the case that a lot of those of us who represent just Black politics have been making, which is we are sick and tired of always coming to the defense of every other marginalized group and lending our numbers and our voice. And then when it's our turn, it gets real damn quiet. But this affects us all. So the Progressive Caucus, the Congressional Black Caucus, the whatever them weird names they got for the Democratic caucuses that sit up in there, y'all should be making noise for all of us. When you attack children, even if all the children were little white children, or all were little Black children, or all were little Latino children, it wouldn't matter. Everybody should be pissed.
24 hours. 24 hours. It ain't even 24 hours now.
Yeah, but see, I'm not.
This is my news. That's
it.
No. Chris Bank, welcome to the show. I appreciate you coming in.
What's up, man?
Hire school guards and let the NRA pay for it by legislating high taxes on funds and ammunition. Chris, they had armed police outside the damn gate. They lied about the dude walking in and was, what's the word? Not even what he met a school guard. What's the word?
Yeah, they were saying he was like
guard.
Yeah, but which never happened.
The deal is, Chris, that hiring more security is their way of saying that they just need more guns on the street.
Yeah.
And then we've also have proven that having more guns on the street does not mean that they're actually going to use it in the correct manner, i.e., we had guns outside the gate and they turned it on to the parents.
Yeah, I agree with the second half, though, and not so much as targeting NRA.
The second half, I agree. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, not so much targeting
with it.
Targeting NRA, because the NRA is already pretty much defunct. But I think that you should make ammo so crazy expensive. It's already hard to find, but it's hard to find because people are scared and they have money and they're buying up all the bullets. So that's why all you people out there want to talk this revolutionary talk, you need to shut the hell up, because you're not ready for what would come, because you don't have the bullets. They do. You don't have the guns. They do. You don't own grocery stores. They do. You don't own farmland. They do. You aren't on the police departments and embedded within the prosecuting offices and sitting on the benches that will then adjudicate your ass for standing up. They do. So y'all need to shut that revolutionary shit up unless you're ready. And now, I hope you are planning, though, because it's going to get ugly one day soon. But on the dumb shit. Sorry. But the guard thing, the reason why I always kind of push back hard on that one is because have you visited these schools and met some of the school resource officers? Not all of them. All right. But many of them are not exactly who I look at and be like, yeah, that's who's going to run a quarter mile from one end of the school to the other to engage.
You ain't even got to do, you don't have to go that far. Dude, I don't see some cops out here that's just like, dude, seriously, if I run one block, this whole incident is over. You're not going to. One, you're not going to catch me. Two, I guarantee you after one block, you're going to stop chasing me.
That's why they'll shoot you. So, I mean, the physical fitness requirements for police officers already ain't where it needs to be, right? But I'm just saying for the resource officers in the school. And then children they're difficult to work with under the most ideal situations. They just are. Especially once you get out of the cutesy elementary school and you start moving to middle school and high school. They're kind of tough to deal with. You want more officers around your kids? You want more kids because they got in a fight when they were 14 years old? They immediately get arrested? I don't, because I know how that plays out. Yep, I agree with you abandoning the assault rifles, but this is another thing, man. Oh my goodness, the more I learn, the crazier it gets.
You have to find, and this is how they get around it, Chris, the definition of assault rifle. You assume that, hey, anything that's semi is an assault. You don't understand that these people change the definition of assault rifle as time goes on. We, as human beings with common sense, know the reason why you have these rifles. This is not Homelander. We're not trying to kill bears to protect our families from coming into the cabin to take little Susie. They know what the hell the damn guns are for. But they're going to change the definition of what assault rifle is. So even if you was able to say, we're going to ban all the sight rifles, we're going to ban them. All the sight rifles are going to be banned. I guarantee you they're going to change the definition of what assault rifles are.
Or even then, you can't really define what it is. So, because basically an assault rifle, in my view, is a rifle that you would not use for hunting, right? It's literally designed to kill people.
Basically.
Basically. But here's the problem. An AR-15, a quote unquote AR, the rifle, right? That we commonly call an assault rifle. If you take off the stock, okay? That's just the piece that leans up against your shoulder for those who are not familiar. If you take off the stock and you put on what's called a brace. Now, funny thing is, a brace and a stock, they look very much like each other. But take off the stock, put on a brace, you now have a pistol. So an AR pistol is basically the same thing as an AR rifle, except that the AR pistol is often chambered, meaning what type of bullet it uses, in like 9mm or 45 caliber, like handgun caliber rounds. But otherwise, it's the exact same freaking thing. To the point that the ATF has rules about what type of stock or brace you can have and what you have to do to have it. That's it. So you tell me, okay, you can't have, I'm just give you a practical example. You can't have AR-15 assault rifles or those styles, right? And you're like, okay, cool, I can't have that. I'm just going to take off the piece in the back. And then I now have a pistol. Exact same gun. But it's a pistol now. And that one I can have because it's just a handgun.
Well, we're at the end of the first half. For everybody that's brand new, by the way, please hit that like button. I really appreciate it. Which is going to be a shocker to Theas. So, are you ready? You ready?
Yeah.
This is the most people we've had on the show, period, ever.
2 people? Me and you?
Yep.
It's just me and you.
This is the most people we've had. This is the most. So right now, I know it's a low number and everything, but sorry. I appreciate the God dog, and the number is still going up.
I appreciate everybody coming out. That's what
I appreciate everybody that's coming out. I really do. I appreciate it. But I'm gonna go ahead and get to my final point. But I really appreciate everybody coming out. Please do not forget to hit the like button. I truly appreciate it. Really, I do. The more likes that we get, the more it will get into the algorithm that, hey, this is a show that people should watch on their first page so people will see more of it. So thank you for those who hit the like button. If you haven't, please do not hit it. So I'm going to go ahead and get my point across so Diaz can go ahead and get his smirk in
and subscribe, and subscribe, and subscribe, and
subscribe. And subscribe.
Subscribe is free.
Several shows. Trust me. We don't, you'll enjoy us. Trust me. 24 hours. All you little pro-life people, where the fuck you at? All you pro-life people, where is the protest? Where is the march? Where is the wording? I will lower my standards, which is about damn near 1 feet above hell at this point. Where you at? Because your first initiative of always doing something was, hey, we're doing it for the children. That fucker went into a school, shot 19 kids, 2 adults. I ain't heard shit from you.
Because they're the same people who are like the guns.
Come out your damn mouth. Where the fuck you at now? Don't ever. I don't want to hear shit come out of your damn mouth from this point on until the day I leave this earth, that everything that you have said and everything you have done has been for the kids. You are a fucking liar. You are not pro-life. You are pro-control. Because we got proof that 19 children are not going to graduate, are not going to get married, are not going to have a job, are not seeing the next day, and you ain't said shit. Fuck you.
Hey, Marlon, I got it, man. This is how you get them. This is how you get it. All right. Pro-life people, which are really just anti-abortion people, right? So what you need to do is you need to give them something they can rally around. Okay, you gotta market this thing. Okay, so here we go. That's a new one. I ain't heard that one. I like that one though. Oh, that's all right. I like it. It's pretty cool. But check this out. So
hold on one second. Hey, Mama Heart.
Hey, Mama Heart. So we know that they're concerned about the unborn child because, as they say, that fetus might be a Jesus. Well, then the baby's born, and they're able to kind of look at the child apparently and decide, even though I think Jesus didn't step into his ministry until he was almost 30, but apparently this child not going to be a Jesus. So if we want to bring them in, we have got to give them a term that they can work with. And I am thinking something along the lines of post-birth abortion.
What the hell?
Or post-delivery abortion. Because, they don't like late-term abortions, right? Because they say that people are having abortions when the baby's coming down the birth canal, right? Which, if you abort a child coming out, isn't that just delivery? But anyway,
they're making you stupid, Thea. They're making you
but I'm just saying, because we're trying to bring them in. See, we're bringing them in, right? They need something. And so You're against abortion. I'm against murder. You say abortion is murder. So how about you and I team up to stop post-birth abortions?
Okay, you have your way of saying it. I respect that. I will give my take on it, okay? How about all pro-life people who haven't said anything about the murderer of 19 kids shut the fuck up?
That definitely fits better on a bumper sticker.
You full of shit. I'm sorry.
But they've been full of
I
shit,
would literally tell a pro-lifer right now, you full of shit.
Bruh, they know this, man.
This is satisfaction on my part. This is not satisfaction for, hey, this is going to change their mind. Hey, maybe maybe Marlon right. No, at a certain point, you got to come to the conclusion that they're not going to understand a damn thing. So sometimes you got to do self-satisfaction. Fuck y'all.
And thank you. You were almost with me. Because I say you acknowledge a thing for what it is so that you know what you're fighting. So I don't need for you to ever acknowledge the hypocrisy in your positions. I see you as an enemy. When you are against the right of a woman to protect herself after she has been raped, murdered, or whatever reason, I don't even care. Whatever her reason. It's Tuesday. That's still her call, okay? But on the other hand, you all for sending weapons to Ukraine, or you all for invading Iraq and Afghanistan, or you all for making sure that we have unfettered access to lethal weapons, or you stand against feeding poor people because it'll disincentivize them to work, or y'all are so full of contradictions and bullshit that I ain't trying to wade through it, because the more I try to wade through your bullshit, I end up smelling like you, and you guys stink. So, nah, you just bad people. And you're bad people. You're bad people.
You really are.
You're bad people.
You will sit there, and like I said, this is why I'm so upset about pro-life people. Because y'all are the ignorance of the ignorant. Y'all will actually go to an abortion clinic and yell and scream and curse and threaten and everything else. The doctors, the patients, everybody else, the nurses that are involved. Y'all would do all this shit. I'm sorry. I still have to go back to the thing that I said at the beginning. 19 kids, and y'all ain't said shit because you put metal and steel ahead of human life. Y'all are fucking losers.
And then let's broaden this lens a little bit. 19 children were murdered. Okay? Some of them so disfigured that their family couldn't identify their own babies. Okay? Now, what other children witnessed some of this carnage? All the other children know it happened. All the other teachers know it happened. Imagine being one of the teachers who survived. Imagine that survivor's remorse. Imagine saying to yourself, what else could I have done? Imagine saying to yourself that I couldn't save little Johnny or Javier or whatever the baby's name was. Imagine carrying that shit with you for the rest of your damn life.
No.
These people are messed up.
I'm gonna tell you who
we're gonna forget about them next week.
Rest of their life. The little girl who actually took blood off the ground and smeared it upon herself and pretended that she did,
and was calling the police. The same girl. I mean, we're talking about an elementary kid who had that presence of mind.
She had more street smart than you little fuckers that was outside the damn gate that was scared to run in, and y'all was armed more than she was. You was armed with body. You was armed
Anna,
with
you're
body.
right, though.
Anyway, because we got to get on to the second half, but we'll be going into Yeah, we probably will be going into Saturday. But fuck it, I ain't got to work. I ain't got to work Monday.
I ain't got to work either, but there's this thing called sleep.
We had a nap.
I know.
Get away.
Don't be using up my sleep budget.
You all right? I have to read this out because it was Anna. Anna is one of our people here. And I had to make sure that I read this because I have to make sure that I put this in perspective. Actually, a lot of pro-lifers believe the crap that they have been indoctrinated with. They can't see through their hypocrisy. It's the politicians that I don't believe that shit and make money off of it. I just want to make sure that everybody understood that Anna cussed. And
yes, but when she cusses, it's adorable.
I know, it's so cute. That's why I wanted to say it.
Love you, Anna.
Love you, Anna. Quit calling the pro-lifers language matters. That's why
You're
they
right,
call
Susan.
themselves there. You right. You right. You are on point. We finna go into the second half because I knew this show was gonna be like this, and brother, I appreciate it because we are killing it.
Hey man, it's always good to chop it up, bro. Always good.
Wait a minute. Now, if I curse, if you curse,
something was wrong. Something wrong.
Really was really bad.
We have to like stop the feed and find out what's going on.
Anna. You made us proud of you, and then you come up with this fucking curse all the time, spelling fucking like I don't even know what the hell that's spelling.
Fuquing
cuss.
It's a high class cursing.
For quicking cuss.
Fuquing.
See how you mess up, Anna? See, maybe it's us, and it is. You're welcome.
Nah, I think it's you. I'm the angel.
You're welcome, then.
Where's my little halo? I don't know. It doesn't show up on the video. It's something.
We're going into the second half real quick. We're going to take a 3-minute break for everybody to refresh and reboot. And we will see you on the other side. Please do not forget to hit that like button.
Living for weekends, wishing I could take a break from this world. Running on a hamster wheel, but searching for something I can't feel. I just wanna be a lost girl and fly. Take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate above the ground and make eye contact with clouds. Now I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free, finally. I wanna be free, I wanna be free, finally. I wanna be free, I always daydreaming, never imagine I lose my spark. Living in this crazy time, putting back the pieces of my mind. I know how to run from the dark and fly. Take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate into the clouds. I'm so high above the ground. I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free, finally. I wanna be free,
Woo! We are back. I must say again, we have broken our record of visitors who have come to this station. I truly appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Try to wipe away the tears because it's like I see it's growing. But Diaz made a perfect point. Not only do you hit that like button, because I really would appreciate it, hit that subscribe button. I really would appreciate it too. I really would. But it's growing. The word is getting out there. So I have to change a little bit what I'm saying. Because we used to having the regulars here. Our first half is us going off, basically. It's the serious, it's the content, and we're not going to shy away from that. Shit needs to be said. It just does. We're not going to shy away from it because it's splitting the country and everything like we was fucking kumbaya before this shit. But anyway, we're not going to shy away from it. This is what you're going to get from the show. You're going to get the raw truth by what we see. You can have a different of opinion, and that's fine. That's why we have a comment section. Make a comment about it. Basically, what I'm telling you is this. Say something. Do not ever get to the point in your life where you are, and I've heard this word, it makes me cringe every time I fucking hear it. You're just numb to it.
Don't bottle it up, folks. Shake it up. Let that pressure out.
Let it go.
Let it
go. Let it go. So the first half is always us getting to the information. The second half is always us being more relaxed, more fun, more videos. This is going to fuck it up, but we still going to sit here and try to have as much fun as we possibly can.
I'm always relaxed, brother.
Let me see. You need to polish that Halo Diz if you want to show up on the video.
Yeah, I know. I got to do something, man, because it just doesn't seem to come through.
And let's try to do BS us. I like spelling like that all the time. It's old English. Okay, whatever. This old lady has delicate sensitivity, so stop that damn cussing.
Now you so fucking right, Mickey. I know. You right.
I remember when I was little and I literally had an old lady that said
Marlon's
that.
fault.
So fun. Oh, good. I had an old lady, big mama, always in the neighborhood. Every neighborhood has a big mama. And I remember that, and it took me until like 5th or 6th grade to kind of catch on to what she was doing because we was little badass kids. And we was cussing on the porch and everything. And she came out, stop all that fucking cussing. You ain't got to talk like that shit. We was like, okay, and everything. And it took me to the 6th grade when I realized, wait a minute, you're trying to stop us from cussing by cussing us out?
She was speaking your language.
The funny thing about it is that's how I learned the damn language. How you think I learned cussing? I didn't learn it from her. Hello?
You ain't learned that from her. See, she come from the stylings of a young Malcolm X. See, Malcolm X taught us that you must speak the language of the person that you're wishing to interact with. So if she's trying to engage you little hooligans, she had to speak hooligan language.
Okay, so the people really just want the guys, Tracy. No, it ain't that. It's one of those things where it's like, let's get in while we can because we don't know when the next one's coming up.
Or maybe it's Friday, so people got a little bit of time, and I appreciate you for spending that time with us.
It.
So
I appreciate you spending your time.
Come back on Saturdays, come back on Sundays, come back and check out Tracy and all her work, and check out Anna and all her work. And you know, periodically I might do something, but it's been a minute. So
we'll see you the next president. Anyway, so just to give you this perspective, what we do is relax, unwind, cool off, and everything else. So what we're gonna get into is, am I the asshole? And here's a little twist. Couldn't find a good one.
You ain't found a good one yet.
Oh, you funny. So what we're gonna do is we're not gonna do am I the asshole? What we're gonna do is we're gonna already tell you that the people are an asshole. Off the bat. All of these people that I'm gonna show you are basically assholes. I just think they're funny assholes.
Don't ruin it, Marlon.
Oh no. They're oh god. Okay. You're right. I'll just give you a glimpse.
I'm an international student who moved into off-campus housing. It is an apartment complex with studio apartments, single tenants, occupied by almost exclusively students at the university a couple of minutes away. The day after I moved in, a guy, the choosing beggar, knocked on the door. Following was the interaction. Hello. The choosing beggar shows me his phone. Is this your Wi-Fi? Yes. Is it fast? I guess it's 60 Mbps. Oh, alright. Huh? Okay, give me the password. What? I don't even know your name or who you are. I am choosing beggars from downstairs. Give me your Wi-Fi password. I am sorry, no. But my friend used to live here before you and he let me use his Wi-Fi. I am sorry, I can't. The previous tenant moved out a week ago and I haven't had Wi-Fi. Give me your password. I am sorry, but the answer is still no. I need my entire bandwidth and I work from home and need a private network for my research. The choosing beggar gives me the stink eye. You have 60 Mbps and can't even let me use it? Stop being selfish. First of all, you didn't even ask me politely or offer to share the cost. Even if you had done that, as I explained, I can't share my network due to privacy concerns. That's it. The answer is no, and that's final. Bye. I close the door to his face. I see him walk away after a couple seconds of standing at my door fiddling with his phone, trying out passwords. There is no way he could guess because he had not even asked for my name, let alone my random generated password. I had put in a strong password and Mac ID filter. Basically, I need to approve the device before it can even connect with my password, so I knew there was nothing to worry about. I saw him every now and then for the next semester, and he gave me the stink eye like I stole his dog or something. After that semester, he moved out and I never saw him again.
The guy from downstairs should have been like, yo, check this out, right? You new to this building, huh? Let's see. I see this Wi-Fi. Is this you? Oh, that's you? All right, bet. So check this out, right? I need that. No. I need that. So I need you to run me that password. But, and that's when you yoke him up and you be like, give me the damn password or
what the fuck?
We can't be friends. Do you understand that you want to be my friend? Now make the best decision.
Okay, the best decision is I'm going to see how far I can stick my foot up your ass with putting your hands on me about shit that I'm paying for.
Yeah.
Trust me, we ain't about to be friends.
We ain't gonna be side to side, just bounce the head off the doorpost. Yeah.
We ain't gonna be close to being friends. What? I ain't neighbor who did the same.
I ain't never in my life. You must, man. You too nice. You too nice. First of all, the dude had too many back and forths. Hey, this your Wi-Fi? Yeah, why? I need a password. No. Anything else I can help you with today? Like,
and the funny thing that pissed me off about this dude, yeah, I need the password. Fuck, I don't even know your name. Who are you? You just roll your happy ass up here. You don't even introduce yourself. You put the phone in my face. How about, is this your Wi-Fi?
Who are you? Who are you?
Who are you?
Now from me, just because of the way my resting face is not very approachable. So it wouldn't have gone very far. But the fact that your counter argument was, my friend used to live here.
Oh, by the way, I'm sorry, Ab.
Mabibits, I like that.
I have no idea what the hell he was saying. That's megabytes for everybody else. I
like Mabibits. I like Mabibits. That's gonna be now. That's what I'm gonna call it from now on.
I kept hearing. I'm just like, what the fuck is he saying?
And is it millibytes, megabytes?
That's
no,
megabytes.
Sir. It's Mabibits.
Mabibits. You got 60 Mabibits.
Mabibits.
All right, dude. Okay.
It sounds almost sexy.
I guess we're gonna start using that. 120 Mabibits.
She's got nice Mabibits.
Or what's the other one? Mabibits?
He's got nice Mabibits. Sure could. Oh man, my Mabibits itch.
My mother-in-law had a guy from an organization for older people made a friendly visit on behalf of the organization and do the same thing.
Hi, I'm your local neighborhood thief, and I just need to steal from you a little bit.
Yep, and to Bibbits as well. We forgot terabytes to Tibbits.
So your Mabibits is in the front and your Tabibits is in the back. So that way, you know, your Mabibits, you don't want to wipe back to your Tabibits. So the Mabibits and the Tabibits, you know, you don't want to mix those.
Well, that actually got disgusting really quickly. Appreciate it. We're gonna go on to the next a-hole.
I'm trying to help keep people safe. You got to be careful not to wipe your Mabibits to your Tabibits. You got to wipe. Don't do that.
Don't do that. I have no idea what.
Keep them apart. Keep them apart.
Just keep them apart. Apparently, keep them apart. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Just keep them apart.
Yes.
All right, we got somebody that's looking for a babysitter. So if anybody interested, she's looking for a babysitter. So if you can help her out, feel free.
Think about. Looking for a babysitter in the area? PM me if you're interested. Here are my requirements. 1. Have a bachelor's degree in childcare or 9 years of relevant babysitting experience. 2. Have 3 good references with phone numbers. 3. Full-time availability, including weekends. 4. You must have your own car and driver's license. 5. You must be a native English speaker, and I prefer you also know a second language so you can teach my kids. 6. CPR certified, ideally a CNA license. 7. Have no history of traffic tickets and no problems with the law. I'll be running your name through databases. 8. No tattoos, no drugs, no alcohol. No sketchy social media behavior or public pictures. 9. You must be okay with 2 pit bulls. 10. You must be okay with emergency last-minute calls. 11. Perfect attendance 100% required. 12. Willing to pay for some snacks. 13. Will love to work with an infant, a 3-year-old, and a 5-year-old. 14. Ideally, you'll be a Trump fan. In exchange, I'll be offering $10 an hour under the table cash. It's like making $15 an hour normally, but without paying tax. Serious inquiries only. Yeah, and taking this job would be like making $10 an hour, but really closer to like $7.50 when you factor in the gas, wear and tear on your vehicle, and buying the kids snacks. Also, this person wants someone who's never had any trouble with the law, but also someone who's willing to commit tax fraud.
So 2 pit bulls, huh?
You can't have no record whatsoever.
So you can't have no tattoos.
Or tattoos. You could commit tax fraud.
Tax fraud is okay because you're stealing from the government. So, and the government's bad. Oh, and please teach my child a second language. You want a nanny. You want a nanny that hasn't been caught committing crime yet. So you want a really efficient criminal nanny.
Fuck right off, lady. Pretty much. Pretty much. Pretty much. Anna Trump. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fuck right off. Fuck qua right off. That's what I believe. Fuck qua right off, lady.
It's like $15.
Except it's not.
But it's like.
I'd much rather deal with the two pit bulls than her.
I don't know. I don't think I could deal with Trump loving pit bulls.
And it kills me with these people is they're serious. They're dead serious with this. They're not joking. They really think when they put this stuff on there that they're giving you the best offer that they have. I have hundreds of these videos. Hundreds of them. And r/Reddit, I appreciate it. That's the dude that put the videos up. Sorry. I want to give him credit for it, but r/Reddit is where you can find some of these things at. Is Reddit posts and Facebook and stuff like that.
I don't like how he reads.
I love how he reads.
Nah,
I love how he reads.
Nah, that voice he uses for like the Karen voice, it like grates my nerves. It like grates.
It's opposed to. It's a Karen.
Yeah, but it's ugh.
I like how he reads. Him and the other guy that I found. Now there's one out there, and I'm gonna give y'all a fair warning because there's a lot of video. There's one that does the robotic sound, and it just irks the crap. You lazy bastards. You can't find somebody to read it. This guy has over 1 million subscribers. And he works his tail off because he really does do two. Start over. He really does do a video.
That's all right, baby. That's all right.
I said I got off at 3. I didn't take a nap like some people, so
it's all right.
You get what you get. But he does work his butt off, so he deserves everything that he gets. So I appreciate him. I like his voices. I also like this is why I like him so much, because half the time I don't think he reads the post before he records. So it's like some of the stuff he reads and it's like, wait,
but
what?
Isn't it just basically him reading a strawberry letter with a different voice?
Yeah, we don't talk about them people no more. So whatever.
Them people.
The damn people.
Them people did something?
I don't deal with them no more.
I don't like them people.
Those dogs are innocent though.
No, they're not. Those are Trump loving pit bulls.
Trump loving pit bulls. I bet her children are, but you know damn well they are. You know they bad. Entitled people from Reddit. It is, but I my favorite one is Choosy Beggars. Entitled parents sort of like I was enjoying them, Anna. I really was, and then it started to actually trigger me because it's like, yeah, you're telling stories. It's kind of like effing with kids now at a young age, and it's sort of like, okay, this goes from funny to cringy. So I have to be real careful. Choosy Beggars, none of that stuff ever cringed me because it's like, dude, you're just a fucking idiot. I don't have no idea. But I do listen to Entitled Parents more. I listened to the last one I listened to was the parents who wanted the kid's house because his house was bigger and better than their house. So they should trade houses. You can look at me all the hell you want to. That's pretty much a synopsis of what it was.
No, I really have no idea what you guys are talking about, so that's why I'm kind of lost.
Oh,
cool.
Okay.
I don't do Reddit or anything like that. I'm not. I don't know.
Reddit breaks down all these idiots. So Choosy Beggars, Entitled Parents, Karens, I don't work here, lady. I do work here, lady. They break it down into different titles.
Oh, okay. Well, Susan, that doesn't matter because Trump doesn't like poor people either, but they sure are rallying to his defense.
Trump has a rally with the NRA.
Trump loving pit bulls.
Trump has a rally with the NRA this weekend. Is it this weekend?
Yeah, it happened either today or I think it happened today.
Yeah, they banned guns.
Huh?
They banned guns. You
Cool.
can't bring a gun to the NRA.
Oh yeah, the NRA won't allow you to have weapons at their assemblies, but you need to have a gun everywhere else.
Some of them have this time. I can't make this crap
Hypocrisy
up.
doesn't matter to these people. That's why it's like there's no point. There's no point.
You can't make. Look. If I was to write this, if this wasn't even national news, and I wrote this down, and I handed it to you, you wouldn't believe it.
That's been their rule for
you ever
forever.
heard in your life.
It's been their rule for forever. You can't have weapons at any of their events.
Anyway, we're going to move on to the next one right here. And I'm going to repeat myself several times. I have a bunch of people watching now. Parental guidance suggested. I repeat, parental guidance suggested.
Yeah, don't be letting your kids watch this shit.
Do not let your kids watch this next one. If you're offended, in a sense, thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Or go get you a cup of tea or go use the bathroom or everything else. I'm going to play the video because I thought it was funny as crap because I didn't see this coming a million miles away. But this is the guy's show now, and me and Theus have become close, so I kind of know his humor. So I was like, yeah, Theus would like this one. So again, for the final time, Tracy, Anna's mom, Anna's aunt, parental.
Hey man, look, man, you done gave people the disclosure. You need to stop infringing upon their autonomy and their personhood. I will not stand for it. I shan't.
Parental guidance. Does that mean I have to behave? Oh, hell no, Mickey. This is right up your damn alley. This is right up your alley. And I promise you, I didn't see it coming, but when it hits you, you'll catch it really, really quick.
Like a silent fart in the elevator.
Yeah.
I want it. Great, it's still available. Yay! How much? Free? I don't understand your message. It's free, right? Or $10? It's $10 and you have to pick it up. I'll deliver, but for a fee depending on distance. Are you serious? Wow. Oh, well, I'm on 27th and Glendale. We can't take it apart, so I'll give you $5 more to deliver. That's a 42-mile round trip for me, and it would cost me $10 in fuel alone. Please pick it up for $10, or I'll deliver for $40. I understand if these options don't work for you. Thanks. I drove to Mesa to suck dick for $100 before, so... That must have been a wonderful time, so good luck to you. I don't understand why this choosing beggar is being so belligerent about this. Why doesn't she just go suck some guy's dick and then buy 10 desks? I would have loved to have heard the phone call. Hey, are you the guy with the dick? Huh? You mean the desk? Oh yeah, right, the desk. I confused you with this other guy. I really like the idea of using BJs as like a standard unit of measurement to determine how much things cost. If one BJ is $100, you could be like, man, that new video game looks awesome, but it costs half a BJ. That's pretty pricey. Or, man, a new computer costs $1,000? That's 10 BJs. I just don't have the appetite for that.
I didn't know that was the going rate for a blowjob. $100? Damn. I mean, I ain't never paid for one, so I don't know. I just kind of figured they'd be
look,
cheaper than that.
I'm
Let's figure they'd be cheaper than that. I mean, see, inflation is hitting everybody.
I didn't know it was
Everybody.
gonna cost $100. What
Must be a supply chain disruption. Not enough lips for dicks.
And by the way, for anybody, I want everybody put in a comment, including you, Thea. The fuck was your point? I missed this completely.
She wanted the desk.
So what the fuck do we have anything?
And we're assuming it's a she. We don't know.
Dick for $100.
We don't know if it was a lady.
How much was the desk again? $10. So you telling me that you went? I don't get the point.
So basically, here we go. I'm gonna break it down for you. I'm breaking down. I'm make this make perfect sense. See, okay, so perfectly. So there's a desk that's for $10, and this person wants to get this desk for said $10, but would really prefer for it to be $0. So if it was for $0, then they would like to have the desk delivered. But since it's $10, it's going to cost $40 for it to be delivered. So instead of $40, which is just way too expensive because that's like 2.5 blowjobs, I need you to go ahead and deliver it for the $10, which I already think is too expensive, but that's 1/10 of a blowjob, or maybe like half a rubber. So it's just, yeah. Does that help? Does that clear that up for you? I hope that helped.
Nope, not even a little bit. First of all, I'm not.
How much for the sex though? How much for the sex? What's the going rate for the sex?
For a blowjob.
Say what?
I have never in my life paid for sex to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
But anybody roll up on me $100 for what? A blowjob. Why?
See, I don't understand that. Overshare moment. Ain't never paid for that. Ain't gonna pay for that. All right. But here's the thing. So I would be worried about trying to get, just wild mouth out there, because, wild mouth, you don't know what their dental situation is like. I mean, what if they got canker sores or they got bad teeth? You know what I'm saying? They got a chipped tooth on the left hand side, and then now you got chipped beef. You got chipped beef because they got a raggedy mouth, and you paid $100 for that. It's gonna cost you $30 as a copay to go get that checked out. So now you out $130. You got chipped beef. You got the shame of it all, and then you got to go pick up your prescription because you that tetanus shot is outdated. So now you won't even have protection for your erection that has now been part of the selection, and there's no correction. It's just sad.
You deserve everything that you get. Well, I mean, I'm seriously sitting here listening to you, and I'm looking. Yeah, you deserve everything that you got.
That's not nice. That's not nice. No, because
this girl going around sucking dick for $100. Like, I give a damn about being nice.
Look, America is a hard place to live, and everybody has to have a side hustle. And this individual side hustle is sucking the penis. So if you're gonna be sucking the penis, at least get top dollar for it. You charging $100. I don't know what the going rate is, but that sounds like it's probably like mid-tier. That's definitely a mid-tier kind of a thing.
Susan,
so that means
thank you so much. I have sucking dick and get rapey. I'm sorry. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not.
And then look at that, how dangerous this is. So now let's say that the person does this, and now they got a baby in their throat. Now you got a baby in your throat, and now if this happened in the state of Texas, right, you could be prosecuted. So now you go to jail because you got a baby in your throat, and then you threw up. So now there's an abortion. There's an abortion because you threw up after you had a baby in your throat, and now you got to go to prison, right? So now you're in prison because you had a baby in your throat and you threw it up. Is that the America we want to live in?
I'm so glad that everybody
is that the America we want to live
show. I appreciate y'all coming in because this damn video is gonna be taken down real fucking quick. So I appreciate y'all all coming in.
What I say?
Baby in the throat.
Well, I'm just saying.
This video is for Tracy.
If she's still there, Tracy, you still out there?
still here.
No, Marlon has just been just over the top.
This dude just sat there and talked about a baby in the throat, but
I'm talking about
I'm
human
over
rights
the top.
and the hustler economy.
OMG Diaz, have you ever considered doing stand-up delivery? Seriously.
I'm seriously trying to help people out. Just saying.
That's Louisiana, Diaz. Baby in the throat. Baby in the throat. Anyway, so this is for Tracy.
Because that'd be too spicy. Now they got, acid reflux and all that. It just wouldn't be good for them.
You get what you get. Fuck them.
No, that's exactly it. They're not doing that. It's $100 and you don't even get to do that.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Just to make it perfectly clear so everybody can understand where I'm coming from. So nobody can misconstrue what happened. You spit out baby Jesus.
That fetus could have been a Jesus. And we have to protect that.
So Tracy, this is for you because I see.
What if she spits it out, slips on it, but she didn't have underwear on, falls in it. Now she's pregnant. She raped herself that way. Is she now eligible to terminate the pregnancy? And in Texas, the answer is no.
I just figured you a dumbass person.
That's just science. That's just science.
But yeah, Tracy, this is for you before things rev up again. Yeah, we'll be going into damn Sunday. This is for you, Tracy. Watch what you ask for because you just might get it.
Requirements to be my girlfriend version 2.0. 1. Must have decent boobs. 2. Must have a muscular butt. 3. Must have abs. 4. Must have nice hair. 5. Must work out regularly. 6. Must have no debt. 7. Must have no bad tattoos. 8. Must have no kids. 9. Must be between 18 to 40. 10. Must have thick muscle thighs. 11. Must be pretty. 12. Cannot have guy friends. 13. I have to check your phone once a week. 14. I must be present when you hang out with your girlfriends and no girls' nights out. 15. Must have a decent job. 16. Must do everything I say. 17. Has to call me every day. 18. Must cook me dinner 5 nights a week. 19. Must come with me on dates. 20. Must do nice things for me. 21. Must give me a nice gift at least once a month. 22. Having kids must be an option. 23. Must help around the house. Down in the comments, I like this post from Il Pinguino. This isn't a red flag. This is a communist revolution.
I just hope that those two ladies find each other and they're able to work out a good, healthy relationship.
I want to make this perfectly clear to everybody. I'm not understanding the muscular ass.
Because she likes a nice, firm booty.
Why do you think that was a dude?
Why do you think it's a dude? The request was for a girlfriend. And the request is for a girlfriend, and they don't trust other women around their girlfriend. Now, who knows women better than women? Very few guys have a problem with their woman being around a woman, but they do have a problem with their woman being around a man. So, ipso facto, carry the one woman.
Tell me you're single without telling me you single. Yeah. That idiot is why I stopped dating and prefer taking matters into my own. Oh, good God. You know, sometimes it's best that you do.
My best friend is my right hand. Just playing.
Why is this for? Because you was the one that came on talking about you looking for a man. Here you are. Must have a muscular butt.
I had nothing to do with the making of this segment.
Here you are. Man, I was telling them, this is, watch what you ask for. You just might get it.
So I think it was a lady looking for a lady. Now, let's say it was a dude looking for a lady. I hope that dude understands what he's pretty much described is a lady that was a dude. So if they're open to relationship possibilities, they may very well find somebody who can match them, except for some of that really out there stuff. Like cook for you 5 days a week. Good luck with that one. And what was that thing about you have to come with me on dates? What type of date are you going on if this is your girlfriend? I'm confused.
The whole thing was confusing.
No, because who doesn't like a nice butt?
I don't want a muscular butt.
Man, you ever seen a track? You ever seen them girls who run track?
I don't want a muscular butt. No.
I know what has different taste.
No. I know what a muscular butt really is because I used to do bodybuilding. It ain't what you think it is.
How you gonna tell me what a butt is? I know what a butt is.
Because I'm a butt person. You're not a butt person.
I'm ass and thighs all day long, brother. That's where I'm
I
at.
thought you was a breast person.
Nah, as long as you got something to represent that they're there, I don't even care. So I am a proud member of the Itty Bitty Titty Committee. But I'm sorry, that was inappropriate. But
no,
I acknowledge beauty wherever it's coming from. And I'm saying that this person, I'm just going to say this person, their mom lives upstairs and their bedroom has a washer and dryer in it.
And they're happy.
Living in the basement.
Foxy's videos of the week. And by the way, in my side eye, I can see Anna right now. Because she loves that song.
It's really groovy, man.
It is really groovy. I like that song.
Groovy.
Serious all the way down to funny.
Y'all know where this is going, but it's gonna shock you anyways.
A ride with Jack, a 13-year-old boy from Virginia, who just got his braces off and usually spends Saturday morning playing basketball with his friends. But he's also a young actor. And today, we hired him to help us make a point. We asked him to take a drive around town. With his mother, of course, since he's not nearly old enough to drive a car. We pass shops where he isn't old enough to work the register. Then we stop at the convenience store to see Jack try to buy beer. The cashier can't believe he even tried.
Literally, he looks like he's 12.
At the next store, Jack tries to buy cigarettes, with no luck.
I'm so sorry for a cigarette.
Later, he strikes out trying to buy Racy magazine.
All right, okay, thank you.
And then lottery tickets.
Can I get a couple scratch-offs?
How old are you? You have your ID?
13.
You what?
I'm 13.
You can't get no scratch on face.
Okay. All right, thank you.
It's laughable to everyone here. The idea that we'd ever expose a 13-year-old to the dangers of a lottery ticket. But then we arrive here at the gun show.
It should shoot pretty good for you. I'll take it.
Within minutes, the 13-year-old easily and legally bought a .22 caliber rifle from a private seller and walked away with it.
Told ya.
Yeah.
Age 13 is legal to have a long gun.
Beer, lottery ticket, cigarettes, porn are all more dangerous to a 13-year-old than a gun.
Well, the 13-year-old might take the gun and shoot a deer.
You see how the laws are made.
I'm just saying, because what if the 13-year-old, ride with me here, the 13-year-old,
unfortunately, I have no choice.
Gets a scratch-off ticket, wins the lottery. Now, the 13-year-old has to pretend to be old enough to have won the lottery. So that means you're encouraging a child to have to embrace a life of crime. That's wrong. And then,
oh yeah, because that gun is going to be really a life changer.
But he bought a gun. He didn't buy bullets. See, makes perfect sense.
Since we're already on the subject of this anyway, let's just go move on to the next one. Because this is the life we live now.
We need to ban books. Why? To protect the children. And we need to ban the word gay. Why? To protect the children. Also, we need to ban any history that makes us look bad or feel uncomfortable. Why? To protect the children. What about guns? Should we also do something to protect children from guns? No. I mean, how would we even do that? I don't know. Ban guns? That wouldn't work. Banning guns doesn't work. It's just that you were banning all those other things to protect children, so I just thought you'd want to also ban guns to protect children. No, banning only works when it's something I don't like books or gay people. So banning guns wouldn't work because you like guns more than you like alive children. Yes, exactly. Wait.
See, the child might grow up to be a criminal.
Or it could grow up to be Jesus.
No. We would know.
Would we? Would we? Would we?
Yes.
Would we?
Because John would have told us.
John who?
You don't know John the Baptist, he came first. So now he wouldn't be called John the Baptist. He might be called John Higginlooper. And John Higginlooper would then let you know which of the children. Okay, I'm a little lost.
He's been drinking beer, folks, so give us some space here.
No, but I'm just saying, because I'm trying to reconcile their lore with where they're coming from. Because, see, they believe that God will send Jesus back again. And even though when he comes back, he's supposed to come through like with fire and all power, like I don't think it's a resurrection story or a birth story for when it comes back, but that's getting lost in the details. What we really need to focus on is Moses was sent down the river in a bassinet, and when a baby is on its way to being born,
that was Moses, but okay,
coming down the birth canal. And the canal represents a journey, and the journey that Jesus took as an infant led him to where the three wise men were able to find him. So when you find Jesus amongst men, you can then have the fish that represents birth, and the loaves would be then shared, and that represents the rounds in the magazine, and the magazine represents literature, and literature represents the Bible. Ipso facto, boom, I just solved it. There you go.
If Jesus came back as soon as right wingers saw that he's brown, a Jew, and a radical socialist, they would crucify him again.
Jesus wouldn't come back that way. See, Jesus would come back as a red-blooded white American male, approximately 6'2", 215 pounds, with a strong jawline and dazzling blue eyes. Get your facts right. Jesus is an American.
Because all this happened in America.
We built America so he'd have somewhere to come back to. Boom. Boom.
Yep. So glad I ain't got but 2 more videos, but yep.
I was just saying, everything I just said made perfect sense in a way.
In a way. In a way. So this next video, again, is for Tracy. If y'all don't know, Tracy's always been trying to get me and Theus to show this little bad chap.
No.
Yeah. She's been trying to get us to show this bad chap. So I broke down and I finally decided to show Tracy these little bad little kids that she always wanted us to show on our show. So I'm going to show y'all a bad little kid.
You punch your daughter for $100 million.
I'll kill you in your fucking sleep.
I got to tap out. I don't think that's funny or cute at all. Okay.
That was for Tracy in a way. That was a bad kid.
That was bad parenting. We wouldn't even make that video.
A bad parent.
Bad parent. There's no way that we would not even make that video. It's the parent who decided this would be funny. I'm going to have my child do this on video with me and everyone will laugh and they'll share it because I'm a good parent. Not my style of parenting. Nope, not funny.
Theus, you're too good at this. Do not go right. I have no worries of that.
Yeah, I don't think they want me over there.
Ooh, Tracy, you and Annika Spears ran a religion, but did you see the father from Scotland saying she was right? I want to hear that type of Christian voice more, not the tent. Nobody wants to listen to that damn tent guy no more. That was the daycare girl?
No, that wasn't. It was a whole different thing. But
no, that
was
a whole different
bad
thing.
Child.
I like that girl. She could be me. That is not the little sweet girl. Damn girl wasn't sweet worth a damn.
Thank you, Mickey.
Suck up.
Some things just ain't my brand of fun.
So the last video will we've said a lot on this show. A lot of it is controversial, pushing a button, dividing the country, and on behalf of Theus, I apologize. I said what I said. On behalf of Theus, I apologize that these things hurt people's feelings, made you feel uncomfortable, made you feel a certain way. So I've had people who come to me and go, how do you deal with this that's going on in this country? How do you cope is a better term. I found the perfect video as Theus just up and disappear on me. I found the perfect. Oh, I can speak for Thea since he's not here. On behalf of Thea's, I found the perfect video that shows you exactly how we deal with these situations. It's kind of complex. It's gonna take some thinking in a way, but I think you'll get the gist of it as time goes on. So just give it a chance. Like I said, it's kind of complex. It's kind of scientific, but it does help for you to understand exactly how we cope with these situations.
So what do you think is the secret to happiness? I believe it is never to argue with stupid people. Well, I have to disagree with you on that one. Yes, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, I'm not arguing with you idiots. I'm not gonna do it. I don't care anymore because your rhetoric is what is destroying this country that has been trying to destroy minorities since birth. And you literally want me to hold a conversation and hold logical discussions with you? As soon as you come out of your mouth and say anything of, well, that conversation divides the country. My counterpoint has always been, when the hell have this country ever been together? Name a year. A year.
Now, people's problem is that we've been begging to be with them for so long that they can't handle when we say, you know what, I don't want to be with you.
I don't.
If you have denied my humanity, so I reject yours. That's where I am.
Pretty much.
So, yeah.
It's one of those things where you want me to, and I never understood people on Facebook who get banned. My daughter gets banned all the time. Never understood why the hell why. I just don't. I couldn't figure out in a million years. I'm not bragging on myself when I say this, and I promise I'm not bragging on myself when I say this. But I can literally read a conversation by one person and realize, A, you got that shit from Fox. And two, if you got this shit from Fox, you ain't intelligent enough to do the shit on your own to begin with. Why the fuck would I get into a conversation with you? Why would I waste my time so you could be butthurt and report me to Facebook so they can ban me because my feelings was hurt? I'm not gonna do it. I'm not. I will see you as the stranger that you are. Because somebody is reading your bullshit. And somebody either is gonna go out there with your same bullshit and either kill or be killed by your rhetoric, by your words. It's just that simple. What happened in Chicago in that supermarket was somebody hearing that rhetoric.
Talking about Buffalo?
Buffalo. Yeah, in Buffalo. That was somebody hearing that shit. And you want me to hold a conversation with you? No. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do shows like this with people like Thea's, with people like Tracy, with people like Anna, and I'm going to talk and talk and talk and talk. And for a short period of time, I sat there and said, man, ain't nobody getting my... They're not listening. They're not listening. They're not listening. And the minute that I sit there and say shit like that, we have the most views that we've had on any show that I've had in the last 2 years.
But that's all well and good. And I appreciate you, man. And that's it. I'm with you on all those things. But here's the thing. All right, so look. Serious moment. I am not trying to convert anybody. Many of you who've already heard this disclosure before. I ain't trying to convert you. I'm not trying to win you over to my way. I am trying to shock your awareness or bring some things to your awareness. But odds are I'm not even talking to you really, because there's a very, very specific target audience that I'm hitting at. But I just say that we all need each other. All of us need each other if we want to right this ship. But I don't really care if you ever decide you want to be like, hey, you know what? I agree with this and all that. Nah, that's not why I'm talking. I'm talking because if I don't get this out, it stays inside.
Yeah.
And that
damage you.
Bad.
and I'm gonna go by what Mickey said. Love that one. The sad part is stupid people won't get it. I at this point don't give a fuck if they get it or not. I don't care. You have taken.
Yeah.
I don't want anybody coming to me going, it ain't gonna make a difference. It's not gonna make any change. It's not gonna. I don't care. We have fucking. What did Steve Kerr say? We got 50 senators up there that wouldn't even put a gun control law up for a vote. And
There's a lot of stuff that's not even getting a chance to be voted on.
No. So you're gonna hear my mouth. You're gonna hear Thea's mouth. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. If you disagree with it, have I once, to all my mafia crew, have I once not shared anybody's thoughts on this show? And we had a new one. I don't know what he was finna say. I have not a clue what he was finna say. And I put him up on the screen. And what did we do? We didn't bash him in the head and throw him on. That's a stupid, that was the dumbest thing you ever said. No, because as human beings, we talked to the brother. We said what was going on. We talked to him like a human being because that's what he is. I don't know what he's going to get from it. I hope he got something good out of it. But what I'm not going to do, and I don't want to speak for Theas. I know I joked earlier that I'm speaking for Theas, but that's not me. What I'm not going to do is silence me so you can go through life happy. Or at the very least, peaceful. You want to talk shit? What's the old saying now, Theas? You go low, I go medium.
Yeah, well,
that little high, turn the other cheek, take the high road. Yeah, that shit is dead. That is.
Yeah, that's situational. That's situational. Sometimes you just gotta. Sometimes it like. So like, sometimes when I'm talking to people in more of I would say an educational or a leadership lens, I challenge people, and I do this in all cases, but I don't always announce what I'm doing. But when you're engaging with someone or some topic, in my opinion, there's three approaches. Are you trying to convince someone? Are you just wanting to vent? Or are you trying to beat someone? Right? So if your goal is to win the argument, then that's how you engage. But if you've chosen that as your option, you can't then complain that people aren't being won over to your side, because that wasn't your mission.
Nope.
So you have to decide for yourself when you engage, what is your real intention? None of them are wrong, but all of them are not effective. And where a lot of people get lost is they go in wanting to vent and then be surprised that they don't get claps on the back. It's not what you went in there for. So yeah, the nuance there is a little bit, because it's like, a lot of times I just think people don't think about their objectives, and that's what happens. Night, Miss Tracy.
Good night, Tracy. And actually, it is good night, because let me go ahead and put the porn music on. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, non-conforming individuals, that is our show for tonight. I have no idea how I got off at 3 o'clock this afternoon, and I am dead tired. But then again, that first hour for anybody that's watching the replay of this, we went in hard. So maybe that just took everything, took every energy that I had, and it just took it out of me. So y'all may need to watch that first hour, and you'll see what happens when it's being Thea's uncensored.
Thank you, everybody. I really do appreciate it. All the comments, all the laughs, all the seriousness, you know, stuff that's been going on is heavy. I need you to acknowledge that it's heavy, face that it's heavy. Everything can't be a joke. Everything can't be laughed off. But even in the midst of your seriousness, find a little bit of levity so that you're not just like burning yourself out. That'd be my little thing.
You have to joke yourself through this to keep it pushing.
But maintain seriousness, because the shit is serious, folks. Just saying.
As you can see, that Tracy's Media LLC is down at the bottom. That is her Patreon page. Please go and support her. Please go support my brother Theas Robinson on Complex Mind. All of their stuff is serious. I don't have one yet. I need to find something. Well, I'm not going to do it tonight, but I need to find something. But do please support me, because I'm the only idiot that actually put my Patreon exactly the way you spell it, while everybody else was smart enough to make everything lowercase. Also, please go to Anna's website and support her. I would truly appreciate it. All of us are doing good work, and I just want to support everybody that's out there. Let's get these final comments out, and we are out of here. Code switching when I want to engage. I've done that all my life. Yeah. You've always answered my questions. You're welcome, brutally honest, and I love the disclosure. That's all we do on here. Ain't no use lying about it. Nothing's gonna change. Nothing's gonna change if we lie. Good night, Tracy and everybody. Good night, Susan. Good night, Mickey. And good night, Anna. I appreciate everybody that came out. Please do not forget to hit that like button on the way out the door. I would truly appreciate it. And until next time, we will see you when we see you. Peace.